Good morning. It's a beautiful morning. It's 41 degrees. I don't even have my heated gear on. I'm fueled up and I am ready to go. This is the last day of traveling. Knock on wood. I am supposed to start work tomorrow. The sun is out. The air is cool. I'm good. Hello, officer. Just turn down the old sun a little bit because, you see my little blast shield? I love that. They should just make them that way. Birds. It's nice. It's crisp. I got no complaints. Got a full belly? Well, hotel breakfast. Full tank of gas. Next stop will be at least 300 miles down the road. And how many miles do I have to my destination? 340. So, maybe I'll just push it. Oh, look at that. I guess the sun angle wrong. I should have it on the other side. But I got the sun behind me. Look at that glow. Ooh. Ooh. This cable is all over the place. Not great. All right. I'm afraid to mess with it because I know how sensitive my setup is. But it's not in the camera. I will ignore it. Smoky Hill Museum. Maybe I should have had that heated gear on. Well, if you look at the Doppler, or you look at, say, WeatherBug right now, and you see Salina, Kansas, which is where I am, you'll see that there's like a dip of warm air right where I am, but it's freezing on both sides. Hopefully, it'll warm up by the time I get out of it. But at the same time, no big deal. Close that lid. It's live streaming when you're on the highway in the winter means that the more you talk, the more you fog up. Although right now I'm not fogging up at all. I think it's because the humidity must be really low. I have my tank topped off. It claims a range of 250 miles, which is probably not right because I usually get 3.25 or 350 without running it empty. Well, we'll find out. That's okay. I'll be ready to go. I have rules. Yeah, I have a lot of little rules. I mean, I'm not Gibbs rules, but I have my rules. And the sun is behind me because I'm heading north. That's why. That's right. I'm on a little highway going back to 70. Anyway, my rules are that once you get past Kansas City, I have a BMW GS Adventure, which means it has a 10-gallon tank. Well, 9 gallon now, I think it is, whatever. But your range is around 400 miles. Now, as you head west of Kansas City, those gas stations, they get real far apart. Normally, when I hit 100 miles left on my tank, I will start looking for a gas station. But when I'm west of Kansas City and east of the California border, I start looking at 200 miles. Only because you can go 100 miles without seeing a gas station. And if you're on like the world's loneliest highway, with Route 50, you can look up world's loneliest highway. You better just top off every time you see a gas station. Because at one point, I think the two towns are like 250 miles apart. I'm so happy I never tried that on my V-Strom because I wouldn't have made it. I wouldn't even have thought that the gas stations would be that far apart. I barely made it with this bike because you're at 7,000 feet. You're burning fuel like it's water. Yeah, it's all on how you do it. So something to keep in mind. van life. Ooh, I want a van. I really want a van, but I don't want, like, I really don't want one of those newer ones. I still want to go old school. Hello, thank you for blowing by me like a maniac. I know, I'm not going very fast. Let's get up to the speed limit of 75 and then start talking more. I'm surprised that this is actually working. It says my stream is good. Hey, you know, I'm in my 50s with a good stream. Yay! Yeah, getting old. Kind of sucks. But it's better than the alternative, right? So, I don't know if you can see how much of nothing there is in the background. Push it back. But there's just open plains and cows. There's a lot of cows. Oh, that's a good cow. I'm in very cowy spirits this morning. But we're trying a different camera angle. Oh, son of a bitch, I forgot to start something. I'm multitasking. I'm doing a time lapse also. So maybe I'll just pull over for a second. I want to do a time lapse of the last day, and I've already rolled. Let's get this started. Since nobody's here to say, great job, Nacho. Keep rolling, you wild man. Thank you, Roger, by the way. It made me feel good. All right. Oh, I have 2 people. I just can't see who they are. Hold that thought. I will be right back. I swear. Just give me a second. I just need to... Oh, you know what? Screw it, because I just realized how much is involved. So we're not doing that. Because to get everything working, like, consistently on this, I have to jump through a few hoops. Okay? I have to turn the Bluetooth off to my phone, which is 1. Turn Wi-Fi off, because to stream, it'll pick up anything, like a car going by, whatever, it'll kick it off. So to get my GoPro into a mode to get this back, to get it powered up and use it, because it's already mounted down up front. I would have to turn all that stuff back on, and then the whole thing would crash. And it's 300 miles of open plains. I'm pretty sure that it could wait a few minutes. So there. But I wish somebody would say hi. You know, it's lonely on the road. And there's people watching, but nobody's saying nothing. Not that I can read it anyway, but it'd be nice to, you know, go, fat guy, go. Go, fat guy, go. Go, fat guy, go. No? All right. Oh, good, it's getting colder. No, so maybe I will be pulling over to put my heated gear on and set up the camera. But what happens is the exits get pretty far in between after Salina when you head west through Kansas. That's why I stayed there last night. I had a good 100 miles left in me last night, but I know that I've done this before where you pass Salina and then there's nothing. There's no hotels for like ever, and then you're stuck going through the whole state, and by the time you find a hotel, it's booked solid because it's the only one. It was a good decision. Get a good night's sleep. Play a little Minecraft. Relax. Watch a few videos. Edit some pictures. You know, stuff. Indiana. Van life. Van life. You want a van? I loved my van when I had it. I think I loved the van more than I loved the RV. I think about my last trip to Arizona and how different it would have been if I had the van. I can guarantee you that on my days off, I would have head up into the hills, set up camp, and just shot stars and wildlife, and just, every weekend I would have, not to sound lazy. Well, lazy, call me what you want. I hate packing up at the end of the weekends. And I'm not a real big fan of sleeping on the ground. I do it, but I'm not a fan of it. There's something about pulling up in the van, opening the side doors, and your bed's pre-made and cooler full of drinks, and your camera equipment is, I can carry like real tripods, and it's a great way to see the West. Now, right now, there's a lot of van life people. These guys who are living in their vans full time, and they think the rest of us are. Oh my God, the stuff they talk about in their forums is just like, they're mad at people who are part-time van lifers and whatever. That's why I don't like to belong to groups, because large groups of people can get stupid. Just because they all agree on something doesn't mean it's right. Look at Jonestown. Just saying. But it's just people are so proud of themselves for what they do. I live in a van. Yeah, okay, you dirty hippie. You live in a van. Great. And I have a house. Whatever. But for my travels, my assignments where I rent rooms from people and stay, and I just wouldn't mind driving cross country in the van, and when I say the van, I'm thinking about my old van, the van. But customize a van with a full-time open bed, and only like a full size, if that, because I've gotten really used to sleeping on small beds in my travels. So I'm like, why take up the space? A full-size bed, like a bed, a workstation desk, and a fridge, some solar, and an obscene battery bank. That's where all my money will be spent. How much power do you have? That's a lot of power. Yeah, well, I don't come in often. You know what I'm saying? So it would be nice. Like, I can think about some of those night shoots where I went, where like wildlife came investigating me, and I was like standing next to my bike thinking, yeah, I can't lock the doors. I can't get in there. Or it's 10 degrees out and I'm standing in the desert. I'm just thinking, having a van, all the modern technology, all my camera equipment, it can be done remotely. I could sit in the van. Once I set up, I could sit in the van and stay warm. It has its appeal. Just saying. But yeah, no, I don't get me wrong. I love traveling on my bike, and the reason I wouldn't be able to go back. But if there, and I don't want to get into everybody goes, well, just get a van and a trailer, and I'm like, a trailer and a bike to me is like I don't know, sleeping with your sister. Sure, she looks good in that sweater and all, but it's wrong. No. That's right. These are jokes I tell on my stream because nobody else wants me around. And I'm good though. That's it. I'm happy. Happy. Good times. It's hard being, these days, it's hard being R-rated in a PG world. I'm telling you. Because, I'm very good at skirting the edge of appropriate and beyond. But what happens is I initiate that one-upness that people like to do to each other. And then they blame me. I'm the one who started. I never said the bad stuff, but I got everybody rolling. Nacho rolling. I'm not your problem. Don't blame me if everybody else doesn't know how to ride the line. Just saying. And I don't even have to say stuff. I could just make a face. Like if somebody turns around and said, "How far in did you go?" And I look, make a smile. And everybody goes, Nacho, stop it! I didn't say anything. But that's the kind of crap that happens. And the answer to that is always balls deep, just for the record. Anyway, I'm gonna be me. You be you. Do our own thing. I'm gonna wander. I'm gonna tell stories. I'm gonna do this online. I'm gonna do it live. That way I can't take any of it back. Well, I can erase it, but you know what I mean. Because when I sit down and watch the crap that I ramble about, I'm like, what the hell am I talking about? And I don't want to upload it. So I think doing it spontaneously is the way to go. Not to mention the fact that I don't know of anybody else who does a live motovlog. Do you? If you do, send me a link. I'd like to see what they do. Steal their ideas. Improve on it. So I got this. It's mine. I should probably put that in the credit. Nacho Rolling live motovlog. Yay. Yeah, I think I will rename the title. Maybe that'll catch on with hashtag live motovlog. You know. Be a star. You're a star. Well, I'll just say, I'm sure I'm not the only one doing it, but I'm pretty sure there ain't too many people, because when I look for it, I never see it. Yep, this is Kansas. Can you see the lots of nothing in the background? Oh, wait, now we're coming up on a really huge wood mill farm. You know, renewable energy. You know that stuff Republicans hate? It's all about the money, kids. It's all about the money. But we won't get political, because it makes people hate you. It also makes people love you. It all depends. It's like religion. Things you don't talk about. I still remember the sign hung up in the bar when I was a kid in Spain. You weren't allowed to talk about religion or politics in the bar. And, ooh, painted ponies. Sorry, it's like a red balloon for me. Yeah, you weren't allowed to talk about those things. That's what everybody ends up fighting about. Those are the most heated conversations. And I get that, because trust me, when I hear people talking politics, and I go, and their opinions are like so strong and so to the other side, I'm just like, I don't understand how you can say that. I'm like, because I'm a real down the middle kind of guy. Don't get me wrong. Depending on the topic, I lean one way or the other. But that's because I'm freaking smart. I'm not a party guy, because that's stupid. Because you get extremists on both ends. Most people, I would say, are between 40 and 60%. They're in that 20% in the middle. But when I see somebody who's like in the 10% on either side, I look at them like they're crazy. You know, oh, well, you know, because like I'm at the same time, I want to help people who need help, but I don't want to enable them. You know what I mean? I want us to get along with the world, but when it comes to certain things, I would love to put us first. You know, but I would, helping our allies is important, because in the road where you screw with your allies and lose your friends, you're alone. Nobody's going to protect you. Everybody, you know, oh, we're powerful, we're this, we're that, but we're not that powerful. Just like any other bully, everybody can group up on you. Look at and take you down. Look what happened to the Nazis. They were killing it, but they burned all their bridges with any allies they had, and then the world came against and crushed them. Our status in the world is quickly going down, and it has to change. You know, we set the moral compass at one point, and now we are the laughing stock of the planet, just so we can make a few people feel good about us, and whatever. Don't even get, like I said, politics causes arguments, and I'm trying to be very PC about it, but you know, so I don't talk about it. Sure wish I had someone to talk to. Anybody? Anybody? Nothing? Nobody. Maybe the chat's not working on my device at this point. I don't think it's worked since I started using Streamlabs again, because they did some big update. So it just keeps on saying connecting to chat. People could be saying a whole bunch of stuff right now. They could be. I don't think they are though. This time of the day, I don't know what time it is, but they're probably on the way to work. Oh, it's Sunday. They're sleeping or watching. They're watching Rodney Bell fly his drone. That's what they're doing. Why I sit here and talk to myself? Yeah, that's the. I see how it is. Look at these beautiful. Oh, you can't see them. You know, I think I'm gonna pull over and before I get to these windmills, because I think they need to be in my time lapse. Although, if I recall correctly, when I cross this hill, it's windmills for as far as the eye can see. So there's that. Brisk. Brisk. What's the temperature now? Going down. Brisk, brisk, brisk. Get past this big old truck. And maybe there'll be a nice pullover thing up there somewhere. Ooh. Windmills. Can you imagine how different life would be if, like, the windmills were, like, technology was worked on, like, as soon as electricity started? You know what I mean? Instead of going to dams and all that other, well, don't get me wrong, that's fantastic. But they said, well, if water could push it, so could wind. And windmills became a thing way back then. How different do you think the world would be right now? How much less polluted could it be? Rest area, 6 miles. You know what? I can wait 6 miles. We'll go there. Just saying. There's just... Oh, somebody said something. Good morning, Brent. Brent Newman. It's a beautiful, brisk 43 degrees on the high plains. I don't know how high they are, but as I go to Colorado, they'll be high there. Ah! Ooh, ah. Everybody looks around and goes, look at all this nothing. There's nothing out here. And I'm sitting there going, look, there's nothing out here. Nothing. With a smile on my face. As one of the things that I said when I was going down the world's longest highway, which was a day of, it's like having the whole planet to yourself. If I wasn't there, it would be a fucktard free zone. That's all I'm saying. Enjoying it. So my ETA arrived. Oh, that's not right. Arrival time. I will be in where I'm supposed to be at noon if I don't stop. But I will stop if there's some place to have lunch. I will top off my tank and lunch at the same time, and probably be there by 1 o'clock, which is a good time because you can't check in till 3. Give you a little time to wander the town, see the hospital. Look, I mean, there's windmills for as far as the eye can see on the horizon now. And then people go, oh, they're ugly. They're killing American eagles. You know, I'm not saying windmills don't kill birds, but it's kind of, you know, what can I say? I don't want them to kill birds, but if they can give us what we like, what the kind of power we're accustomed to, without destroying the planet, it's not a bad idea. It is a good morning, Brent. It's brisk. I'm not sweating. I'm not freezing. I'm just rolling, which is my happy place. Or as the great Dave Gallo once said, helmet therapy on a Sunday is a good thing. I think he only said helmet therapy. He probably said something more to the effect of helmet therapy, rap, going to the church of going to the church of fistful of throttle, rap, rap, rap. helmet therapy, whatever he says. But the words I always remember are helmet therapy. So I think what I want to work out, see, this live streaming from my phone is easy. Like, this is my iPhone sitting on my mirror recording me. If I try to use the regular cameras, it gets very, very wobbly. Somebody says rolling shutter. I don't think that's technically rolling shutter. It's more magnetic interference from the engine. And iPhones, for as long as I can remember, have all done this. Like, one lens, the selfie camera works perfect. The HD camera, useless when you're riding. Even if the phone is not connected to the bike in any way, it still gets this interference, which makes me think magnetic. But this camera now that I'm using is technically 4K, but like, it matters because when you stream, it's 720 anyway. I had a little lens to make it more wide angle, but it just doesn't work well on this case, and it just wasn't working yesterday. I had it for another phone. If somebody comes up with some kind of better holder, maybe I'll invest it, because this thing is as waterproof as anything we use as a GoPro. I wouldn't want to throw it around like a GoPro, but you get what I'm saying. I have it all worked out. No jumping through hoops and craziness. It just works. Well, minor hoops. But I admit that I wouldn't mind that super wide GoPro view, so you can be taking in all the beautiful that I'm taking in too. Well, you guys are getting a look at it with my big fat head. I get it. I don't want to look at my big fat head either. Alright, we are at a rest area, so I can switch on. Come in, Tokyo. Switch on, switch off. Anyway, so I can switch on that motion time lapse that I'm going to do between here and Yuma, Colorado. In case you missed that, that is where I'm going. Alright. Yeah, I could actually maybe just get off the bike and do it manually. And then stay on. But you know what? Morning. Sleeping bear. Good morning, sleeping bear. All right. I'm going to do it manually because I got actual people watching for a change. So I'm going to be off camera, but you'll hear me. Oh, my my GoPro is pointed in all the wrong directions right now. Turn that off and turn this off because I don't have to be off camera. All right, so I'm going to set up my GoPro to do. Oh, that's so loose. That's not going to work. All right, let's power on. Swish on. All right, we are on. Let's see. How do I switch? Time lapse. 14 wide. Wide speed 10x. What are the speed options? 15x. Let's do 15x. I guess that's good. All right. Well, no, we don't want to start that yet because we want to angle the camera first, right? Make sure it's good. We want sky more than we want anything else. More sky than ground, I think. All right. Let's crank this down. The wind had it all bent in a way that wasn't supposed to be. Let's do that. That'll keep that from happening. All right. So that should be crooked because the bike's on its kickstand, so we'll judge that. And all right, that'll do. We are recording. Time lapse begun. I should take my gloves. I'm going to need these. And I'm not going to put my heated gear on because I got to get used to the cold. Oh, you like my helmet? It's weird, right? Check this out. I keep on saying I do a video about it. I mean, this is an HJC, so it's modular, which is cool. If you travel like I do. Because I leave home and I'm gone for months at a time. And I can't take 3 different helmets with me, but this is good for cold weather, warm weather, and a little chin guard that's removable. I have a lot of stuff set up. This is a camera, which is the audio is going into this camera and getting transmitted to another device on the back of my phone right now. And it works pretty good. I'm happy with the way it's working. Modifications, I put my GoPro here sometimes, but I prefer chest mount because I want to see the bike and I don't want it to turn with my head every 5 minutes. I have an amber shield because I'm old and the UV light bothers me, and it cuts down on the headlight glare. Doesn't bother me. No matter how bright the headlight is, when this is down at night, I don't squint. It's fantastic for night driving. I highly recommend night driving, rain driving. Highly recommend it. And if you see along the top, there's all this tape. It's leveled. And you'll see that I can change this. Different heights. That it's, when the sun is going down, it just covers the sky. It's perfect for the horizon line. So that I don't have to have a visor helmet, which I do like, but aerodynamically they can be a pain in the ass. And this keeps the sun, I'm blind in one eye and super light sensitive, so this keeps me, as I'm heading into the sunset every night, this makes my riding possible. And the best part is, it's funny, I love this helmet, and it's probably the cheapest helmet I ever bought, because I always buy these great Arise Joeys that are $1 million, but they don't make them. They don't make one that fits me in a modular. My head's just too damn fat. That's what happens when you're freaking awesome, big head guy. All right, so we got our time lapse going, and I realized I was sitting in a parking lot a long time. We have it set at 15x, and I'm going to show you pretty much 3/4 of the state of Kansas, which all looks a lot the same. I wish there were clouds in the sky, but there aren't. So there's nothing we can do about that. Now fog it up. Did I close my thing by accident? Yeah. Look at all. Oh, well, you still can't see the windmills though. And maybe I can show you what happens when I switch the camera way it's moving. We were talking about that whole jello-y thing that iPhones do. Check this out. Nope, that's not what I want to do. Get it back. Actually, that's not bad. That is not bad today. I might have to remount this a little better and do it's funny, when it's idling and shaking, it's bad, but when you're moving, that's reasonable. See that? Now the wheels are spinning in my head. I'm getting all these ideas. And that's that red cable that I was annoyed with that I was telling you about. But, yeah, I don't usually worry about the front of the camera because it doesn't usually work. So now I want to pull over and, set this up because this ain't bad. See, can we wobble? Yee, not stabilized like a GoPro, is it? Alright, that's good. Because I can only have that thing pointed on my head so long before I feel funny. But now you can see the old windmills. Brr. I could probably adjust that so it's on the other side of the mirror and actually give you a much better view. Oh. Now I got the ideas are flowing now. Good, give me something to think about. I just wish it was easier to switch back and forth between the cameras. Okay, let's try to figure out why. Oh, I think I know why this is working. You know why this is working? Because it's normally I have it mounted to the handlebars and then it's down dead center right at the triple tree. This is on top of a mirror with multiple isolators in between it. So it could be that. Could be. Oh, that's a very big dead animal. Wow. Oh. Yvonne, what did you send me? I'm afraid to look. I can't look or it'll end my stream if you're watching. Hopefully it's news. It's not. I don't have that relationship with Yvonne. Just for the record, Dad. Tom, sorry. I always want to call you Ed for some reason. It's your last name. Don't have that relationship. Nope, I'm a married man. My wife watches. Hi, honey. Okay, now we're gonna do something interesting, I think. See if we can't make this better. Now that I see it working, I'm super excited. So I'm gonna pull over here for a quick second. Because like I said, I'm not in any hurry today. I left myself plenty of time. Alright, we are stopped. Stopped and fogged up. Alright. Let's see what we can do with this. Alright. Get up, let go. Let's see. Remove that. I'm gonna take this off. Trust me, this is gold. So it's looking at me, so at least you can see what we're doing. I'm gonna take this. I'm trying not to drop everything. That's the hard part. I'm gonna take off this mirror for a second. Put that in my pocket because that's what happens. You take a mirror off. Next thing you know, you're dropping it, and it's all that. All right, we're gonna use the short arm for the mirror, like so. That'll do, pig. That'll do. And then we'll take this one, the long arm, and we will put the long arm up here. Oops, upside down. No, it's not upside down. It was fine. All right. Now, I think I can probably turn this more. But you know what? I'll do this. I'll put my head there. All right, coffee. Coffee is king. All right, now that thing's out of the way, and let's see the other lens. Go the other way. We have a view that's tolerable, so you don't have to look at my face. I say we try this out. What do you think, gentlemen? Anything? Coffee is good? Yes. I don't drink it myself, but that's because, look at me, I have no coffee. I'm up about an hour, and I'm already all... Ooh. Yeah, all right. Back on the road again. Something about Kansas, where most of the exits lead to dirt roads. That'll do. I can't believe this is working. This is it. This is the iPhone 11 Pro Max. Obviously, it was built. I think it was completely built for vlogging, to be honest with you, because it really does fill a lot of gaps in on the vlogging front. It does. It has. The cameras are excellent. The sound is excellent, and the Wi-Fi. There's very little not to like about it. Matter of fact, if I was telling somebody right now who were starting out what to get, I would probably tell them to get the iPhone as their primary camera to start with. I know that sounds crazy, but it gives you everything you need. It gives you good sound, even right out of the box. It's good sound. End of story. It's got better rejection than the old iPhones do. It's like they're picking up all the tricks. It's got multiple cameras. You can even video your video in 4K, and you can video with two cameras at once. But I can't stream that way. I wish I could. If I could, we would be seeing the road and me right now. And that would be just crazy. But hey, who's to say it's not going to happen? I mean, we're still in the early stages of the apps. So, and I think I could still make it happen. And I'm going to test that in my room later just to see, because I'm going to have to set up something. Because Streamlabs, this program offers you a screen share version, like so you can screen share as you're doing it. So what I figure you do is you run that program with both cameras running, and then just screen share your stream, and just stream that the screen share. But that's more than I want to do right here, right now. So my next turn is 200 miles away. 198, actually, I'm exaggerating. Wow, I can't believe this looks so. I think it looks okay. Maybe I'm looking at a bouncing screen, so I don't know. I could be completely wrong. But I mean, trust me when I tell you, it's better than it has been in the past. In the past, this would be so wobbly, and it would be just horrible, unwatchable. And I think when I hold the screen, it doesn't look that bad to me. Let's go back to me though, because this is what I'm doing here. So I changed the angle up a little bit. It's definitely higher, and what I see, I don't know if you see it. I don't recall if I have chat so you can see it also. And I know Sean loves that. He wants that chat up there, but we don't. I don't know about you, but I could never read the chat on that's on the screen. I have to see my own. Plus, it's also way behind. So I don't see the importance of taking up the screen real estate, but I like it there so I can actually see. The only thing I wish is that you could adjust the fonts so it would be bigger, because you know, look what I'm doing here. Yeah, it's all right. So what's my ETA now? My ETA now is 12:01. Just making all these little stops. But yeah, I'm surprised that this worked. I am so surprised. Happy and surprised. Yes, I am. So, Brett, where did you go for coffee? So Brent went to Colombia for coffee. That's good, because I hear the coffee's very good there. I don't drink coffee. I don't know what to do with it. I've never been a fan of warm drinks, but I was thinking about learning, trying to, because everybody wants to go for coffee, and I don't know. Maybe it's because it gives you wings, like Red Bull. Ooh, check this shadow out. I'm in the fan shadow. Dun, 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 no. Alright, here's another one. the fan. Fans blow. This isn't a fan. I gotta learn to speed up here. I'm not going fast enough. It's weird doing the speed limit like consistently. But my sister heavily warned me that the cops are really vicious over here because they're trying to get all the drug guys. So they pull over everybody for anything, hoping that you're bringing drugs back from Colorado. Marijuana. I don't even consider marijuana a drug, but well, what do I know? Oh. Yeah. That's why I wear these big ugly gloves, because they come off and on real easy. I could just hug it between my leg and the tank and slide it off and push a button or scratch my nose or flip somebody the bird, and then I can just slide it right back on again and get away. Good times. Good times. So there. Well, this made me happy. Very, very happy. Alright, kids. I'm gonna go. Maybe listen to some music. You know. Play some music, have some fun. Enjoy the air. Look at windmills. And look at the endless flat, you know, guy stuff. Just kind of sit back. I guess I'm no different than my grandfather when I think about it. He used to sit on the porch all day. I sit on a bike all day. I'm not content just seeing what's going on in the neighborhood. I want to see everything. I want to sit back and just have it unfold for me. Oh, I got both Brents. I'm officially a success. Yes! I have both Brents. Hi, Brent. Hi, Brent. Fantastic. Yeah, well, I'm in a much better mood. What is it? Happy rolling. Yay. Yay. Now, just for the record, where I'm going in Colorado is more like western Kansas. It's right across the state line. Yuma, Colorado. You can look at it on a map. It's not a very big town, not a very big hospital. So I would be easy to track down. So if anybody hunts me down, now's the time. Come on, let's have some fun. Just kidding. Yeah, I just wanted to get out of the city for a while. And everybody goes, oh, that's not Colorado, that's boring. There's no mountains and skiing and all that other stuff. Yes, that's exactly it. There's none of that. So there won't be tourists. There won't be people in the snow with tans. You know, there won't be, it'll be just a little old farm town in the middle of nowhere. I'm happy. I'll be happy just dealing with that. Work in my hospital, going to eat in the same two places, because there only are two places. And I think I'm going to work on my 107 while I'm there, something to do. And maybe do a nightly thing, if I, maybe, we'll try it, see what happens, because I'm going to be working days for the first time. What is that I have? Boring is good. Exactly. It's I've been nonstop going from one cool place to another cool place to another cool place so long that it's losing its magic. What I need is a little peace and quiet to come up with a new plan, an idea, a strategy, a break from the commercialism that is YouTube. And well, I was in Florida. Holy crap! It was just like one shopping center rolling into another shopping center, rolling into another shopping center. It just was like, I need to get away from that. I need to just hang out with like people, or not. We're just sitting, just enjoy. See, one of the things people bitch about winter is, oh, there's nothing to do. That's the best. There's an excuse to be home and rest and come up with ideas and to long for something. I long for nothing. When I want, I usually just go and do it. Now I got 2 months to sit in this town and figure out what I really, like a goal, something to want. Who knows what'll happen? Maybe I'll like it. Maybe it'll remind me of my small town life in Spain as a kid. And I'll never want to leave. I don't see that happening because I like to move. But I like to sit sometimes too. Ooh, wow, what am I looking at? Oh, these birds. What are they doing? Craziness. I don't know what kind of birds they are when they fly in these little tight packs and they make all kinds of wonderful shapes. There's a lot of that going on. Are they starlings maybe? I don't know, but there's a lot of that going on over here. Oh, a lot of hay too. But the windmills are gone. I'm sure they're still there, just not here. Alright. Let me save my my bandwidth. I don't know if I'm going to have internet where I'm going. So you kids have a good day. I'll see you later maybe when I get settled in. If I get settled in, because I have no place to stay. And I look forward to seeing Sean's next video. Hopefully, you know, he doesn't cut me completely out. I know he won't do that. But I look forward to seeing how I gave him all my drone footage from because I was kind of trying to be like a sky cam while he did his unveiling, his test flight. I want to see how he used it. It should be good. I'm looking forward to it. Look at me. I'm almost a celebrity. Yeah, almost. I'm a stalker. That's what I am. All right, guys. I'll catch you guys later.